welcome to the Coffee Break Podcast. I'm your host, Melissa.
And I'm your co-host, Melissa. No, I'm kidding. Elisa.
It sounds pretty much the same.
It's the same. Just put an M in front of Elisa. You got Melissa. It's not that big of a difference. Welcome back to those who have been listening to every single episode. And for those of you who are new, let me introduce you what the Coffee Break Podcast is. We're that friend you haven't seen in a long time. That cousin that just moved back into town. Or that amazing host that you've always loved and cherished. And then she got you an amazing birthday gift. Because she's awesome.
Which was last month.
Shh.
It was late. I gave it to you late.
It's okay. It's okay. I have another birthday in November anyway, so.
Oh, okay.
So come join and relax with us as we talk about games, movies, and today's segment, because I cannot pronounce it.
Wait, what?
I said, in today's segment, since I cannot pronounce it.
Dia De Los Muertos. I had a brain fart for a second there. Sorry.
You look like a deer in headlights for a second.
Wait, what?
I was like, did I not say it right? Okay. We also do a segment called Coffee of the Day where we talk about that one special coffee and give you some fun facts about it or even how to make it. Today's to celebrate
Dia de los Muertos.
Thank you. Or Day of the Dead if you cannot pronounce anything in your life. We are going to be talking about Mexican spice mocha latte.
Ooh, that sounds
which
yummy.
honestly, like Mexican mocha, Mexican chocolate overall is the best thing in the world. It is the best thing in the world. Like chocolate, move aside. Mexican hot chocolate, come over to me.
Delicious.
It is so
Especially
good.
if you blend it and it makes it like kind of foamy on the top.
Ooh, that
So
creaminess. Oh my gosh.
I need to stop.
Okay, we're getting hungry. So how do you make it? One does ask. So if you want to make it at home, if you don't want to go purchase a $6 drink and you want to actually spend $6 on the items to make this drink, so what you're going to do is you're going to make 6 ounces of your strong coffee, or you can get 2 espresso shots. So it depends how much you want. Do you want more or do you want less? It really depends. You'll get the same caffeine, but do you want to enjoy it a little longer or do you want to like rush through it? Which I don't think you should rush through it. But, you know, it's up to you. So you're going to get 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. If you don't want cayenne pepper, remove it.
Cayenne pepper.
And then 1 to 3 tablespoons of heavy cream or half and half. I will be putting it in the description below. Don't you worry. But so yeah, you're gonna get your coffee. You're gonna make that, right? You're gonna put it on the side because you're making it. Then you're gonna get all the spices and you're going to boil your heavy cream or half and half. You're gonna mix the spices into it. You're gonna pour it into a glass. You're gonna pour over your coffee over it. You're gonna put that whipped cream. You're gonna put more unsweetened chocolate on top of the whipped cream, and there you got it. You got a nice Mexican spice mocha latte.
Sounds complicated and delicious.
It does. I just remove all the spices that are extra, and I just keep my the cocoa, cinnamon, and sugar because you know it's unsweetened cocoa powder. So that would be a very bitter drink if I didn't have it.
Yeah. Well, I don't do that. I get the prepared chocolate that's specifically made for hot chocolate. And it comes in like these big chunks. Yeah. And it's by this company called Abuelita. Mm-hmm. And
oh, yes.
Delicious.
It's so good. It's so good.
And yeah, so we make that. And then sometimes I add cinnamon in it to make it a little more yummier. Or I add like a pinch of salt sometimes because it tastes so good. And I blend it in our like NutriBullet thing. And I just serve it and everyone just dies. Everyone dies.
Everyone dies. Whoa, no. What are you putting in it?
Dia De Los Muertos.
No. I go down, you go with me.
But yeah, it's really, really good. Yeah, it's just really, really good.
I need to make these again. I want to make like I know sugar candy is hard. Does sugar skull candy is like it's hard to make?
I have no idea, to be honest. I've never done it, and I'm Mexican. So that just tells you something.
I know I made pan dulce once. That was fun.
Pan dulce?
Pan dulce. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, my mom makes it every like around Christmas time. She'll make empanadas, pumpkin empanadas, and
tamales?
she'll make tamales.
Tamales.
I'll probably bring you some.
I'm so excited.
Because she always makes too much, but we still end up eating all of it because we will eat it for like the entire month. We'll have tamales for that entire month, because there's always extra, and there's always extra because my mom just makes way too much sometimes.
YOLO.
But it's usually because we do have parties and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So there's usually the tamales go. They just disappear. But sometimes we'll get a good year where we'll have a lot of leftovers, and it's just tamales every day.
Yes.
And she'll make
I'm
sweet
so
tamales
excited.
too, which are really tasty too. It has like pineapples and raisins in it, and I think she puts peanuts and other stuff in it. It's really good.
I had one bad batch of tamales once, like
I
a while ago. Yeah,
that's why I don't trust anybody else's tamales but my mama's.
No.
And I trust
Melissa, so I have to trust her mom. So only
and there
those.
are different styles of tamales too. There's like tamales style, like Yucatan style. There's like Sinaloa style, which is the style that my mom makes. There's Guadalajara style, where my dad's from, and theirs is completely different. And they use like more pork and stuff, which my mom makes more like she mixes sometimes pork with beef, and it's so good. And her sauce is A1 all the time.
Nice.
My mom never fails. No, like, see, but yeah, there's like different styles and different ways to make tamales too. So like, we'll probably talk about that one day.
Yes, I would actually like to talk about like culture, food, and stuff like that. So we're gonna get into more of that soon. So you want to give us a little history about Day of the Dead?
Yeah, it's
not you got stuff.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
You want to stain my table? I'm gonna stain it.
All right. I had to look for it on my phone. I didn't write it down, which I should have. But this is a little bit last minute, but it's okay. Okay, so Day of the Dead, or Dia De Los Muertos, is a Mexican celebration where families gather to honor the memory of deceased loved ones or ancestors, if you know your ancestry that far back. But for Mexicans, it's usually pretty difficult because colonization and all that chestnut. And so spirits are guided home to enjoy offerings left for them on meticulously crafted altars. Its roots are fusions of traditions found in Europe and Mesoamerica, particularly in an ancient Aztec empire. Despite the macabre motifs, death is considered new life by Aztecs. Along with the Day of the Dead, along with the Day of the Dead spirits, the popularity of this colorful and joyful holiday has risen exponentially in the U.S., which is very true.
It's very true. It's very true.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, but the movie Coco from Disney was a great example of like how they kind of celebrate, and they're making a second movie.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Mm-hmm. I'm really excited for it.
We'll see how that goes.
I know, right? I have faith.
Oh, okay. Here's another one. Families honor the memory of deceased loved ones by making altars and decorating graves. Preparation begins weeks in advance. Families first clean and decorate the graves of their dearly departed. Then have a picnic and celebrate at the cemetery all night, which is true. Mm-hmm. Altars are often made in homes and demonstrate the love and dedication to those left behind towards those who have passed. Sometimes altars make political statements and are dedicated to a theme rather than a person, such as death of public education or lives lost across the border and all that stuff. Yeah. So it really depends, but usually it's very, very like standard, like about your family and like lost loved ones and stuff.
They use like skull and butterflies, and what else do they use to decorate the afuendo? I forgot how to pronounce it.
It's the altar.
The afuenda. Sorry.
The offerings, yeah. So the offerings are always catered to what your departed family member's favorite thing was. So like their favorite meal or a favorite bread or a favorite treat. That is all put on the altar where their assigned position on the altar is. So like the head of the house would be on the very top, or the head of the family would be at the very top. So it would be like your great great grandmother or whoever was like where your lineage lies or whatever. And so they're at the top and they get like all these amazing offerings, and you get to decorate everything with really, really vibrant colors. It's a lot of fun, I will say. We didn't make an altar when I first went because my first time going to Dia de Muertos was actually 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so because I've never gone to Mexico during the holiday, and I was like, I think it's time to finally go back, because it had been such a long time since I've gone to Sinaloa since my nana's passing, because it was a little bit traumatic for me, not gonna lie, because when we went to go visit her was literally the day she passed away.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was like around Christmas time. Yeah, so it was really traumatic and sad, and like I just guess I didn't take it well, and I felt like it wasn't time to go back yet and visit. So I had not gone, and also because of school, I hadn't gone back because I was too busy. So I hadn't gone back in like several years. And when this last time I went, I was like, I want to finally be able to go. I finally want to go and see and visit my grandma and visit my grandfather too, because he had passed away like months after, and also one of my aunts passed away from cancer, so she has her grave there too. And I was like, you know what? I just need to do this. Like, we just need to go.
We just gotta go. We gotta visit. Yeah,
because my mom goes every year. And I was like, you know what? I want to make it a tradition. Yeah, I want to make it a tradition of going too. And so I was like, I'm going to go. And so when we went, it was not how I expected it, which I probably should have thought of that a lot clearer. Like, my expectations are gonna be should have stayed low for the most part, because it is a legit rural little country area. It's a little pueblito in the middle of nowhere. And so like they don't have a lot of resources like they do in big major cities. And so like there were like we still did the whole grave thing. We went to the grave like a couple days in advance, and we cleaned the gravestones and like made small little altars inside their grave areas. Yeah, it was really nice. And we put like tons of flowers. I think that's the thing that I loved the most, was just the tons and tons and tons of
the
flowers.
Is like just what gets it.
Yeah, it just makes it so much more prettier and amazing. And we all like got our everything together, and we just went to the grave, and we ate and talked and like listened to music and danced, and it was like this really big party with people who you don't know, but it's still like just such a major like community thing that it's like a huge party, and it was really cool. And that's how I realized that like a good portion of the village where my mom lives is basically a bunch of family members, and I didn't know about that.
Oh dang.
Yeah, so like it got me really into my ancestry, going to Dia de Muertos. It was a lot of fun. I recommend anyone going, but now I want to make a notion of going to Dia de Muertos in certain places, because they celebrate them much bigger. It's like on a more grandiose scale, and I want to see that. like in Mexico City, I can only imagine how amazing it looks.
Yeah, I've seen pictures online. Like, it's cool because, like, people would dress up too.
Yeah.
And they, like, someone made a puppetry of, like, skeletons, like, just walking around and stuff.
Yeah.
But they look so real.
Yeah.
And it's so amazing. And, like, the graves, like, when they designed it and everything.
Yeah, because they have parades.
Yeah, they have parades.
And all of that. I was like, I want to see that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I want to go.
Yeah.
Melissa, you have to go with me, though. You got to be my translator.
I'll go with you.
Let's go. Elite 23. It's a trip. We're going to be vlogging.
Yeah.
I would like to go check it out. The first time I grew up half in Japan and I came to America, came in California. And I'm like, I was so dumb when I was a kid. I was wondering, like, what are we, like, Mexican territory? That's what I was thinking. Because, like, in Japan, it's Asian culture. And in here, it's, like, a lot of Mexican culture. Which I was down for. I'm like, yes, let's do it. So when I first learned about it, my teacher, she was Latina, and she was explaining to us Day of the Dead. Like, they were trying to do, like, a culture thing, because, like, they wouldn't let her just focus on Day of the Dead. Yeah. They were forcing her to celebrate other cultures around that time, but no other culture really does it. And so, like, so we just focused on that, and she just said, oh, and this country does this on this day. But anyway, so she was, like, saying like that. So she brought us sugar skulls to decorate. She brought edible paint, and we would, like, decorate it the way we wanted to.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah, it was, like, really fun. And then she let it dry, and then we had to put our names on it with, like, edible ink. And, like, I was worried that someone's gonna eat mine, because, like, there was one kid I remember that was trying to take everyone's. Yeah. And he made me so mad. Honestly, like a lot of kids.
Honestly, you don't really eat them. You just, like...
I know it's for, like, decorations, but I wanted to try it. I mean, like, after eating that, I'm like, I want to eat it one more time as an adult, and then after that, like, just make it. Just, like, design it and stuff like that. So, like, yeah, I wanted to do something like that. And she was talking to us. But when I first heard it, I thought Day of the Dead meant, like, another Halloween thing, like, oh, it's just celebrating, like, dead things. That's what I thought it was, because no one really explained it to me well until she explained it to me, and then I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cool, and all that stuff, and I liked it. So it was cool, like, learning about it, because in Japan they did teach us a little bit about Day of the Dead, because Japan does a festival similar to Day of the Dead, but it's like birthing day. I forgot what it's called. Oh, interesting. But it's really cool. And so when I came to America and I heard that, I was like, this is really cool. I love it. Like, it's cool. I love learning about cultures.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And in San Diego, in Old Town, you can actually go and see a big, gigantic altar that is shared by the entire community. And
that's so cool.
It's really cool. Like, I've seen people leave, like, little picture frames of grandparents, mothers, fathers. They have them there. It's so pretty, like the altar that they have, and it's really cool. Like, just walking around and seeing everything.
I want to do that. Yeah, that's super cool. I love when we get hyped up on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I really like Dia De Muertos, but it's I'm trying to say this in not a mean way. But I do think that it's being really appropriated in a sense. Mm-hmm. Like, I always try to not think of it that way, of like, oh, you know, it's a good thing to share my culture. But it's taken to they're trying to say this so I don't offend anyone. But it's being taken into a whole nother level where, like, costuming and stuff is, like, so popular. And I still don't know where the line should be drawn.
Like, you mean how people, like people would paint their face for it and stuff like that, like, during Halloween?
Like, I feel like, yes, it's beautiful to see that, but, like, I think if you're going to go delve into something like that, at least understand the culture behind it. Oh, like, type of thing. Like, it's a really sticky situation for me. Like, I don't know. I do really like that people enjoying my culture and enjoying, like, all of the celebration stuff. But, I mean, at the same time, it's just, like, I do see so many things being, like, so many iconologies being used for, like, purchasing purposes and selling things. And, like, by
commercialized.
It's commercialized. Yeah, that's exactly that's the perfect word. It's being commercialized in such a way that I feel like it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I see that because, like, sometimes the kids will, like, talk about it, but they don't know what it's about because they saw someone dress up really cool as it, but it wasn't their, like, culture or something like that. Or, like, they saw it on, I don't know, they saw it somewhere, and so they don't understand, but they think it's, like, a skeleton day. And it's, like, if you're going to, you know, if you're going to do, like, commercialize, at least, like, appropriate what it's about, like, this is the reason why we're doing this, I kind of guess. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, because, like, in a sense, Dia de Muertos is a religious holiday, but it's not. So it's kind of like...
Yeah, I get it. It's on that fence line about what... Yeah, okay, I get you. Yeah. I mean...
It's just it's a
sticky situation.
It's a hot take, I guess you could call it.
I mean, yeah, I do see that, like, people just, and then they
But I do recommend everyone to at least go and experience it.
Yeah,
like,
appropriately.
Yeah, like, I feel like it's something really cool to experience. Like, go to Yucatan, go to Mexico City, go to
actually go to the hometown where people celebrate them.
Yeah, go to Guanajuato. I think they do this big old party thing too. I think. Don't quote me on that because I'm not entirely sure. Because I do want to go to Guanajuato because they have these mummies there that are like a big thing, and I want to go see them.
That's cool. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to check that out too. Yeah, that's cool.
I need to go back to Mexico City too because I need to go see the pyramids. I haven't seen them yet. This last time I got to go, I didn't get to see them.
Oh, you didn't?
No, we ran out of time.
How dare you?
Yeah.
You go on vacation, you don't even see them. That's rude.
Well, the Museum of Anthropology in Mexico City was so massive, we didn't get to see everything.
Oh, wow. I want to check that out.
Yeah, it's so amazing. It was beautiful. I was like, oh my God, all this stuff. I got to see the big calendar or the
Mayan calendar? The Mayan calendar?
Yeah, like that slab.
Oh, yeah, the one made out of rock.
Yeah.
The red texture to it, right? Is it red orange?
No. It's like it's just made of stone.
Oh, yeah, no, never mind. I'm thinking of the wrong one. Never mind. Okay.
But, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Wasn't Day of the Dead called something else back when it was first?
You're probably right. I have no idea, to be honest. I don't know that much into the history of Day of the Dead because it does carry a lot of European and Mesoamerican culture.
What about, wasn't it for when the kids, like, they celebrated kids' lives at first?
In, like, November 1st, they have Dia de los Niños, which is where you honor the passing, or the, like, kids who have passed away. Basically, and children who never got the opportunity to live their lives, basically. Yeah, and so you celebrate that first. A lot of people don't do it like major things. They probably just like
small.
Do small like offerings and clean up their graves and all of that stuff. But but they won't go to the grave sites.
Oh, okay.
It's usually like you wait for Dia de los Muertos,
which is November 2nd.
Celebrate everyone, basically.
Got it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is November 2nd.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, I didn't know there's like a November 1st. Because I know it's from October 31st to 2nd. Yeah. Some people celebrate it on Halloween,
like,
too.
even in Mexico, they have, like, different holidays, even in Christmas, like Day of the Saints, Day of the Angels, another one that's Day of the Children. And I don't remember, but there are a lot.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah. And I never really knew about it up until, like, I started doing more research for Day of the Dead when I was, like, really into, like, all that stuff. And just doing research in general because I just really felt like I was lacking in information on my own culture. And I was like,
how dare you?
I need to take some time and like look at these things.
How dare you?
And so I did, but like I have like so much information in my brain that sometimes things leak out and I forget.
Ew, leak. That's an imagination to wander into. No, thank you. No, thank you, ma'am. You're nasty. Yeah, I'm actually excited. I mean, it already passed, but I was doing stuff for it. But I have ideas for next year. That's why. So I'm like super excited. But I mean, like some families that like I know or like my close friends, they still celebrate it for like the week. So like I'm seeing some friends, we're gonna be doing like something at their house. So,
like if you can't go make it to a grave or anything, like people usually just celebrate it in their houses.
Yeah, well, some people I know they have it like in their china cabinet. They put a picture there and they just like put candles and stuff like that. So it's a nice way. If you can't get to an altar, it's a good way to just make a small little one at your home.
I got a bunch of the last time I went to Dia De Muertos, it was last year. Yeah. And I went with my sister and it was her first time going. So like that was a lot of fun.
That was
like,
fun.
Showing her around and stuff. Because the gravesite was actually not as far as I thought it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like over there.
You're standing on it.
So I was like showing her around and I was like, this is our great-great-grandfather. This is our great-great-uncle. And like, and she was like, wow. She was like mind blown.
Let me take a selfie.
Because like I just didn't know, like a good chunk of like the village is made up of family members. And I'm just like, what the heck? Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, and like one of my great aunts is still alive, and I was like, what?
She's all like, come here, mija, let me beat you. How dare you forget me?
I didn't even know you're still alive.
I'm still offended. Come here.
But yeah, like, so this last time I went, I was like gathering the paper banners.
That's awesome.
I was buying them in like just the hundreds. Bulks. Yeah, bulks.
I love those like little designs they have.
I love them. So I'm gonna I hung some up, and luckily because we had such a dry October, like they didn't get too damaged. But
okay, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
I think I'm gonna leave them up a little longer, probably for the whole like the rest of this month. Depends if it starts looking a little wet out there. Then yeah, I'm just gonna take them down because I want to use them for the next year.
Yeah. Oh, I hate when like paper gets soggy from like night air and stuff like that. Ooh. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, but yeah, for those of you who don't know, now you know about Day of the Dead. Hopefully, you guys had a great time doing it. Yeah, a little bit, or like you get a little cultured about other culture or your own culture because you just didn't get that side of it, which is okay. Now you're learning, you know. Just be respectful.
In the comments, actually leave us what you do. Yeah, what you do for like.
What do you guys do on Day of the Dead?
What is your guys' version of Day of the Dead? Let us know.
Is it the day you make tamales? Is it the day that you make sugar candy? Is it the day that you paint your faces? Do you do this? Do you do that? It'd be cool to see what you guys do. So let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. This is brought to you by Elite 23 Shopping. I totally spaced out for a second. I was like, who sponsor us? Elite 23 Shopping. You need some weather. You know, it's getting chilly. It's finally getting chilly. If you need some new styles, we even have our own collection coming soon. So keep an eye out for that. A Coffee Break podcast shirts coming out soon. Woo woo. I'm not giving you a date because then that makes me work more. So check it out, guys. If you want some new sweaters, some new fashion, check out Elite 23 Shopping for 30% off your whole purchase if you use code CBP, which is always on the screen, CBP. So check it out. Get that discount. And
if you like what we do here, please like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell.
Follow us on Podbean as well and do some downloads. We've been getting a lot of downloads. Thank you, but please follow. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.
Bye.